Hello, this is Tamara Calder Richardson. I am a Christ Chandler and a messenger from God, and I also have had 6 near-death experiences. So it's taken me most of my life to actually come out and with this. And I have been talking to him for a very long time since I saw him in heaven with my near-death experiences. And he's alive. He never died. Jesus is very much so alive, and he wants to speak to each of you. So please, don't think I'm special in any way. Maybe I can just hear better. I have seen him on the other side. I do love him very much. Jesus is my savior, my friend, and my teacher. And he wants to talk to everybody. And that's something that I encourage is for you. I tell everybody to keep a Jesus journal, that he wants to communicate directly to you, to his children, to his friends, to his brothers and sisters that love him so much, and he loves them back. So whether it's just a quick thought, whether it's a sentence, whether it's an overall theme, when we talk about as Christians as prayer, and I'm also an ordained Christian minister, that when we talk about prayer, it's usually a one-way flow. Like, you pray for things that you need, or you pray for someone that's sick, or you pray for your husband to have a job promotion, whatever it is, or your child's sick, to heal them or help them to understand their classes. But and that's great, and that's fine. Prayer can also be in a form of admiration and gratitude. And I like to start out my day with gratitude, not really asking anything. So just thank you, I'm alive. Thank you for this breath. Thank you that I have a roof over my head. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for letting me be here now. What a gift to have life and be here. And but the other thing is that's us sending it out, and that's wonderful. And we do want to glorify God the Father and Jesus. But the other aspect is when we're quiet, be still and know that I am. I know you've heard that before, that's where in the silence, either you'll feel the presence of God, the peace of God, or it could be all of the things. That's at some point you may start getting some thoughts like, wow, where'd that come from? And that's Jesus wanting to talk to you. So I encourage you to keep a Jesus journal. He also likes to come to us in our dreams. He comes to me a lot in my dreams. He'll just wake me up and I have to write this stuff down. Like, what in the world are you saying? Or I've even said, Lord, why are you telling me this? And I'll have to write it down, and it may be 8 months later I understand it. Or maybe the time frame is not now. Maybe now, in heaven and earth is very, very different. It's very fast in heaven, and it takes a long time for things to manifest here. So time is a very different thing, especially when you're talking about prophetic information. So basically it comes through to me, and he comes through my heart, my heart area, a warm, loving message. So, but he is a personal Jesus. I mean, he does want to interact with you, and a lot of Christians don't understand that. I want to also explain, because I've had a lot of also training, people that know me, I'm also the Southern Belle medium, and I do these stage shows called Messages from Heaven. And I talk about heaven's real, God's real, Jesus is real, angels, all of it. And then I talk about my time and my near-death experiences. I'm also an afterlife speaker. And then I give evidence that it's real. I have had discernment as a child. I have seen angels and demons, and I prefer the angels by far. And there's so many angels around us, and being more sent every day here. They just love us so much and want to help on Team God. So please know that Jesus is so personal. He speaks to all of us in different ways, and he's, when I saw him in heaven, he's very funny with me. I mean, he does. He laughs not at us, but he laughs with us. He just thinks we're a delight. But he also will communicate in music. And so this time I've been very stressed. The pandemic, my goodness. Just things in life, and putting these messages together. It's a big responsibility, and but I don't. The message is bigger than me, and so therefore I stand. I'll stand with Christ and step out. But he gave me a song, because it's been very heavy the past 6 Jesus Speaks, And again, I didn't start doing this until the 22nd of my birthday, which was a nice way to celebrate and thank Jesus for my life. But he had asked me a couple times, and those that saw this, of course, I said no, and I couldn't say no finally a third time. So I've been doing this. So it is beautiful messages, but some of them are difficult, and it's difficult for me to say, even though I have great comfort knowing God is in control and God's will is in control. So this time he lightened it up. And I wanted to play a song for you guys that I kept hearing all night long. Now, you can hear it in a car, you can hear it so-and-so, something's been on your mind, and you get an answer in a song. That could be Jesus, and Jesus is over all the angels, okay? There's a rank there, there's an order. And your heavenly team, they're going to start responding to you, and they'll do it in music. And there's a lot of laughter and joy and activities, art, music, things going on in heaven. When I was there, lots going on. So they don't want us to be so serious. We're so freaking serious. So he kept playing this song in my head all night. I said, my gosh, what is this? So no, that's how he communicates with you. I'm going to play this song, and then I'll give you the message. He lightened it up a little bit this week. And I think we all need to hear this because, we don't realize, but it gets under our skin, all this pandemic and this speak of the COVID-19, and we don't really know enough about it. And how does this affect us, the world, our family, our friends? Where do we go forward from here? Well, of course, with Jesus, we go forward with love and with his help, but he did lighten it up a little bit. So I want to play this song for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see the song that Jesus gave me, and then we'll go from there. I need a holiday, get away from the rush. I gotta get away from the rush. I'll be on the way. The sun all shining. 8 days a week. 'Cause there'll be sunshine. Yes, I'll be walking with the sunshine. Sunshine. Give me the sun. All right, so give me the sun. I'd like to have the sun. Give me the sun. Did you see Jesus dancing with me? Yeah, I had Jesus dancing with me. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine that has gifts like me, Maura, gave me this incredibly gorgeous statue of Jesus, which is really interesting. It looks like the exact Jesus that's on the screen. Isn't this gorgeous? This was a birthday present. And it's just, I just cried. I just loved it so much. I have so much Jesus stuff all over the house. My poor husband, he's like, it is everywhere. I love him so much. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how they can talk through, your heavenly posse, and Jesus can talk through a song. So as the song was saying, just to go over a couple things, and I'm going to go into the message, and I want you to be cognizant. This week, I'm going to give you some homework. I'm going to give you some homework all the time, okay? Because one of the things Jesus wants me to do is, because I really do have very developed gifts. I've been seeing spirits, different dimensions, and I do have discernment. I do know what they are for a very long time. I like working with Heaven 111. But just because these things that are supernatural doesn't make it evil, okay? Evil is evil, that just sucks. But when you're praying to God and you get answers and so forth, and through songs is a beautiful way to do that. So it was saying, too many rainy days, found so many lazy ways, working day and night. And this is the kind of life that's not for me, working day and night. And I need a holiday to get away from all this rush. I got to get away from the rush. I hop and fly away where the sun always shines 8 days a week. Well, there's no such thing 8 days a week. Well, in heaven there is, because there will be sunshine. Yes, I'll be walking into sunshine. Give me the sun. Well, as he was saying this, he was showing me, in heaven when I was there, it's like paradise. And he was showing me what it looked like. And it's just always beautiful there. It's always like sunny California in heaven, except it's so much what I saw, grass and flowers, and the colors are amazing. And he said, give me the sun. And I'm thinking, the sun, give me the sun of God. Give me the sun. He is the sun. And the sun followed him in the flowers and the grass wherever he walked when I was there. So He's saying basically, look at this time that people that love him, look at it as a time to regroup, look at it as a time to do the things that you have been wanting to do that you haven't made the time to do, and not to be so hard on yourself. And I think we're all having to learn the new get us, we've been in a bad routine. We've filled our time with things that are not important, including me, and spent time with people maybe that maybe sucked our time away when we should have spent it more with family, or in our own prayer time with God, or just being quiet, or working on a hobby, creating something that's fun. So it's okay. God gave us life, but it's up to us to create our own joy. Of course, knowing the Lord has his own joy that comes with it. But this is the message that Jesus gave me this time. And that is, all right, here we go. Jesus speaks, and this is number 7, and it's called Walking into the Sun's Shine. Have there been too many days of dreariness and doubt? Why not dance with me in sunshine 8 days a week? And all rainy days will be gone. There are seasons for various situations and required events. For my children, it is a time of reflection, rest, and relaxation. For you have forgotten how to simply enjoy your own breath, to take joy in the green grass, singing larks, or the smile of a youth being fed a meal. Simpler times are needed. As I spoke of, there have been too many distractions away from why you are here, which is to glorify my Father. Cherish the life that has been given to you and enjoy the people, not things, my Father has placed in your life. Every person you have ever known was sent to you to learn from you, or you to teach them, or both. Even unpleasant human encounters allows you to step out of your comfort zone, claim your own voice, and step forward in strength. This is a cycle that has been going on since the creation, which is confront, understand, respond, or retreat, extend yourself, create and destroy, and repeat. At times, it is necessary to eliminate old habitual ways to destroy and recreate a better you. Did you not realize it is the same for a community, society, or a planet to go through the same cycle? What may appear abrasive with limited options and gloomy is just one small perspective. If you could see the outcome of such a so-called dark, narrow path into one where a new beginning is created that is filled with sunshine, sparkly ocean waters, and abundant fish and grain, then you would have insight into a better world that has begun. One that the people in this world are more generous, considerate, selfless, and loving. Is that not worth some temporary hardships? For the goal has always been the same. Put me and my Father first, glorify him in every breath. 2, honor your life and others with joyful acceptance. 3, turn away from all things that don't do the first 2 and respect God, the Father's will, as kind and just. For whether on this plane of existence or another one, may all your days be filled with sunshine, laughter, humility, bright, happy beaches with white sand. If you don't see a good vacation spot nearby, we can make one together. Seize today as it is precious and limited, for it is. Learn to relax and take joy despite a storm coming. For today is sunshine and beautiful songs coming from the trees. Connect with me and the living outdoors and the harmony of nature. You will find me there. You will need a walking buddy, and I'm here. Come enjoy this day with me, for the storm will miss those who seek my face. For my children walk forever with the sun, meaning him, sun smiling upon their face, offering them gleaming hope with each footstep in the sand you make. Together we walk as one. The journey started with me, and so it will end with me, your true friend in life. Fear not, and know I have your back. Day or night, rainy or sunny days, I stand right beside you. If you feel weak or anxious, lean on me. I can carry you the distance. I do not tire easily, for I am honored to help you in any way that I can. Reach out to me, and I will steady you, for I am the rock of all rocks, ready to serve you. I love you, your Jesus. So that was a little lighter than the rest. It was very loving and sweet. I mean, it just, it's like he just stopped just to be a friend. It's just, his love is so incredible. So let's remember not to be so serious all the time. We get so, and take ourselves seriously. I mean, you know, we've got to be funny to heaven. We do some funny stuff, you got to admit. We say silly things, we do funny things. We just need to lighten up and have more of a childlike spirit. You know, when we were a kid and we just laugh and have belly laughs and we would just run in the grass. And somehow we stopped learning how to just be human and how to be kind, not only to others, but just ourselves. So I think we should learn, this is a time to regain ourselves and learn who our soul is, which is a creation of God, and honor that, and not feel like we have to fill every bit of space with something, but to just be in the presence of God and happy with the quietness and your own soul, because the way Jesus sees us, we are perfect. Well, look, till next time, next week on Sundays at 8 p.m. Have a very blessed evening, and thank you so much for listening. And just know Jesus loves everybody, and he has big plans for you. Keep your Jesus journal. Okay. God bless and love.